lite kallsvettig.
Kickstart the adrenaline.
Adrenaline keeps me in the game.
What was his name?
Gavin Rossdale?
Rossdale, that's right. I always say Gavin DeGraw in my head. That's the other
And
guy.
I don't want to be anything other than what I've been. Triple X lately. What was this song called, though? Adrenaline?
Adrenaline, yeah. Yeah, so inventive. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jeebus.
Oh.
So, welcome back to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast summer special with me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
All right, so this week we're going to be talking monster movies.
Monsters.
Specifically, one monster movie.
Yes.
And that is Godzilla versus King Kong, or the other way around. I didn't pay attention.
It's Godzilla versus Kong, I think.
There you go.
Yes.
And Robert knows shit. And we're
For
also...
once.
Yes. Shinra.
Yes, we're also jumping into some newer movies.
Mm-hmm.
We both watched the latest from the Marvel Cinematic Black Widow.
Mm-hmm. We're not going to spoil that one.
No, we're going to try, well, I'd say like minor spoiler alert just in case, but we're going to try to be more sort of fluffy around.
Since it's still like, you know.
New. Yeah, we want to give everybody a shot to see it before we're probably not going to talk about it more than this, but we don't want to ruin it for you.
Jizz.
And jizz.
Well, my vacation, when this episode is recorded at least, my vacation has officially started.
Mm-hmm. You lucky fuck.
Yeah, so the only thing I've done, though, and probably will continue doing, is I've worked out a lot.
Surprise, surprise. The guy that works out has worked out.
Even more. Twice a day.
Oh, my God. Yeah, and this is what you get. Like, I don't know if
that
you
was
guys
not
heard
working
any-
out. That was playing with my kids and some other kids in the neighborhood. That was bad. I played football, and I kind of did something, and now my leg hurts.
Yeah.
A lot.
I remember my dad played football once with us, and he kind of broke his collarbone.
There you go.
Yeah, so don't play
Soccer
football.
is for idiots.
Soccer is for suckers.
Unless you get like millions for it.
Yeah.
And you play once.
Because then because it is a dangerous sport. I mean, you do run and then chase a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it. That is football. And
Or soccer.
Yeah. I haven't really done stuff. I've watched movies.
But yeah, then let's fucking dive into it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing on your social media accounts, and please continue doing so.
We love it. It's
love
so much
it,
fun.
And it helps.
Yes, it does. If anything, just our sort of like awesomeness factor.
Exactly.
Yes. So
You're boosting our egos. If it's not bringing you listeners, at least our egos are being stroked.
So thank you. Yes.
So thank you. And with that said, diving into
Summer intro. Yeah, same intro, but just summertime. Yeah. Go intro.
Nothing exciting. Going on.
Same old intro go.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons, even with beards and tattoos. You know they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They all seem to have a new line. Sketchbook hero.
And we're back.
Pina coladas.
No.
Didn't we do this one last time, though? It feels like we did it at some point. Fuck it.
Yeah, of course.
Welcome back. Okay, we're going to be talking about Godzilla versus Kong.
Kong.
Exactly.
But before that,
Yes, before that, there's
let's do
apparently something.
the spoiler alert-ish kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
Because everybody wants to see this movie, I guess, so let's just talk about that first, and then we will bullshit the fuck out of the monster movies.
Okay, cool.
Cool. Cool.
So Black Widow, I saw it
Yeah.
at the cinema,
I
which
saw
was a
it at
great
home.
experience.
Yes. And it was a great experience at home too, because, well, actually, no, there was this really loud lady outside. So, of course, because I was like, yes, no annoying people, no nothing. No, of course, annoying people, a lot of.
They find their way. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I
Into your
think,
life.
I don't know, she was like Skyping with somebody on the balcony for some reason and just like screaming constantly.
Like that American lady at the coffee shop today, while like just before I met you guys.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Mhm.
You just can't avoid them. But so would you say that it's better to see it at the cinema?
I think everything is better at the cinema.
Yeah.
Like even when the movie sucks, sometimes just the like Ready Player One. I don't like that movie.
I really do.
I
enjoy it.
And I will never see it again. But seeing it at the cinema really helped sell the good time. You know, like it's a fun ride. Like at
it's
least
a visual
once.
sort of
That's
spectacle
what I mean.
in that
And
way. Yeah.
it's a fun ride. Had I seen it at home, I would have probably been a bit more.
Yeah. I actually saw it on a laptop, and then I don't know, I fell in love with it for some reason. It's kind of cute. It's kind of like, I don't know. It just, there was something with it that I enjoyed, and I kept going back to it sort of when I'm like tired, hungover, or sick or something. It's just like one of those movies I can chuck on and then sort of fall asleep to and wake up and like, oh, yeah.
And it's fine, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like the best movie ever, but
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah.
Fuck, I'm
I
trying to
enjoy it.
think of. I think I saw it at like an early screening. You know, one of those fancy ones.
Like IMAX-y.
Yeah, IMAX, and we had security there. I think I talked about it on the show. We had security. You weren't allowed to like if they saw like a camera flash or anything like a phone light up.
I don't remember this at all.
Security would come up to you and grab your phone or throw you out.
Holy shit.
Because it was really important that no one recorded anything. Like,
Was this through King or?
no, this was someone that I follow on Instagram, Fenjima, I think, or Fenjima. She's like this influencer / gamer, and she had this thing where you could like, the first people that contact me will get this, and I got those tickets.
Fantastic. Damn. You always end up winning stuff like this or like getting these things. It's pretty impressive, actually.
But yeah,
But you are like a social media dude as well. So like you stay on top of things. You got your finger on the pulse. You're an it. Dude.
yeah, but sometimes you just like enter those things and you're like, no one's
Yeah,
gonna.
it's like,
like,
whatever.
that's not gonna
and then
happen.
of course
Yeah.
you win. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I did that for Spider-Man too, actually. So that was nice.
Yeah, and Peter from Nodit invited me to because he
Into
knew that I
the
was such a
Spidey geek.
about that.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, you were Spider-Man.
and also that helped.
Yeah.
also that helped.
Yeah. That's
Also
why-
being the best Spider-Man at Comic-Con helps.
Yeah, there you go. Deadpool never gets invited. Fuck you, Peter. Yeah. But yeah, Black Widow.
Black Widow, yeah.
So this is the latest, but definitely not the latest of the MCU.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like it
It just took a year to get it. After it's
2
like,
years
Yeah, I
after
mean,
it was done. Like
was it 2
yeah,
years? I
because it
thought
was done before COVID, but they just
Oh shit! But it was gonna come out last year in
it was gonna come out 2020, April 2020, I think. And that's when COVID exploded, and then, well, fucking 2.5 years later or some shit. And they had so much
It's
time.
a year later though, like 1 year and something, like 1 year and a couple of months.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, 2 years.
Almost 2 years. Math.
Math,
Yeah.
Summer.
Yes. But yeah, they've had a long time at least to sort of fix it, I guess, or like they can probably screen it for a billion times and really get.
I agree on this point because there were some.
I do have like some issues with it.
Yeah.
I think it's the same issues that everybody probably will have when you see it. Without going into super detail, it's just like
Some of the CGI.
Yeah, some of the
Like
CG
just-
for sure.
Yeah.
Like that's always something you can polish.
Yeah. It was a bit iffy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also story-wise, I feel like they skip a few beats. Some scenes I could specifically like one fight scene. It felt like it was very much cut down Like it didn't really make sense in a way. We haven't talked about this earlier, so like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But
let's try to keep it as
exactly. But yeah, so it just felt like they could have done a lot more with it. You know, it felt I think if it had come out when it sort of plays out in a way, I don't think I would have thought about it as much. But now, because it took so long, it sort of inadvertently built a lot of hype, even though it's not like a very hyped movie.
No, but it's the Solo of the MCU movies.
Yeah,
like,
more or less. I think that's a pretty apt description of this movie.
Everything that played out, except the final scene, the what do you call those? The thing that comes at the end.
The end credit scene.
End credit scene. Thank you. And I think that was actually the only thing that was needed from this movie, sort of to build off of something. Yeah. But the rest of it, it's just stuff you didn't really need to know.
No.
Like,
I mean,
Black Widow should have gotten a movie a while back.
Yes.
For, reasons. But this was not the movie. And the thing is, it wasn't bad.
No, not at all. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I will watch it again for sure.
Yeah, I could also watch it again. It's not like the one with Brie Larson. What's that one?
Captain America.
Captain America. Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain America, yes.
It's one of those days, Pete. Yeah.
And like that movie, the second time I was like,
Yeah, exactly. It felt better the first time you saw it.
No, I think it was like the hype and that we saw it one day earlier, that stuff. And that was through work.
Yeah.
But this one, it was genuinely fun.
Yeah.
But it had these weird CGI moments that I was like, what? Like usually Marvel does these like really well. They just seamlessly.
They kind of know how to work with the big CG stuff.
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know what the budget was for this, if that was like a restraint in any way.
Maybe.
But there's definitely no time constraint here. So like, man. Yeah, I need to sort of research a bit more to hear if they've done like a lot of reshoots or whatever happened with it. But I mean, all in all, I enjoyed the movie.
Yes, same here.
Stan, I enjoyed it as well. Like, so it works with non-MCU affiliated people. And well, like we talked about, I think the sort of the chick fighting stuff in this, without like sounding too about it.
No, but it's just
really good.
Women fighting, and it's really good.
Really, like this is the first
it's
time
brutal.
I'm really like, ooh, like it's definitely on par with like any other action movie.
Yeah, it was
like,
really good.
Really, really
like
good.
I really, really, really enjoyed how they
just
around.
fucking lay into each other. Like it was really good. Brutal. So I enjoyed that, and it was sort of, it didn't feel in your face in a way that most other sort of female-oriented type movies do, when it's like feminism and like...
No, it wasn't none of that.
This was just like
they told the story. Yeah. And also one cool thing was that, because usually I'm very sensitive to this, but women fighting that do... it would do these weird sounds that you wouldn't make fighting. Yeah. They don't do them here.
No.
And I am so happy for that. Like,
no,
that
this is just like, you just feel every impact. You feel like the
feels,
intensity of the fights as well.
It was really good.
So in that way, I think they knocked it out of the park for sure. But yeah, the CG sort of brought it down.
It's the CG, and that they kept like up, like the ante kept going. Like it was just like too much at some point. You were just like, you should have just stopped earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like all this was not necessary.
Less is more, I think, in this. I would have wanted them to go more into like Winter Soldier mode, kind of. Like they could have, it's not a spoiler, but it felt like they copied a lot of stuff from that. It felt like the same tonality, but then just kept, like you said, anteing it up to the point where you're just like, oh, but come on. But yeah, again, I'm gonna watch it again for sure, and we'll see if I have any more input later on in the future. I will lay that on people. Yeah. But like for sure, it's definitely worth going to the cinema again if your city's open.
Hey, if you're going alone, it was cheaper there than on Disney Plus.
So for me, it was like I did the quick math, and everybody knows how good I am at that. And I was like, well, I'm fucking hungover. I'm so tired. Like, I don't really feel like leaving the house because...
No, that's different. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're hungover, I probably wouldn't have gone to the cinema.
No. And it's like, well, the price for 2 tickets in the VIP
Yeah, 400 crowns.
for like, or
Plus food, if you want that, and snacks and all.
exactly.
It would become
and then,
a lot more
or,
expensive. Yeah.
$25 on Disney Premium. I'm like, fuck it. We've got popcorn.
Mhm.
It's fine. And I didn't feel like I missed out on anything
You
big.
did not.
No.
Because the only thing you get to experience at the cinema is the bad CGI.
Yeah.
Those
Makes it
moments.
maybe worse.
It's so much worse.
Yeah. So maybe I actually did myself a favor.
Yes.
Yes.
Because if you notice them on the smaller screen.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
Okay.
once things start to go like bananas,
Mm.
you're like, mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just lose. They lose you.
Yeah, they lose you. Yeah.
And-
And this is, I think, one of the biggest problems with the DC movies.
Yeah.
They lose you immediately.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
they don't even start, like, the
They don't
crazy
even have you.
CGI. No, but I just mean, like, when they're standing around, you
It's
get this
just like-
fake background, and you're like,
Really.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
And they haven't, because I understand, like, oh, they're moving around and they're jumping and we can't recreate this without CGI.
Mm-hmm.
But no, in DC movies, they just stand there and you're like, that's CGI. Like, in the backgrounds,
Did they do like the prequel trilogy thing? Like they just shoot everything in a green or blue screen environment? Because it kind of feels like that.
In the
DC.
Yeah, it is. It's fake backdrops all the time.
Yeah. That's horrible. Like,
Yeah, just
why?
get locations. Yeah.
DC's got fuck you money, right?
Okay, I understand that the Schneider cut, they can get all the locations again.
Yeah.
But I do understand, or like I don't understand in the other movies though
Exactly.
why they do this, because it's all fake.
Just go the Ridley Scott way, just make every possible thing that you can, or
Yeah.
Christopher Nolan
No,
even,
yeah.
just like
Whatever.
it just
yeah.
makes it so much more believable and better. Like it's
And also,
easy
you don't.
fix.
But the thing is, once you sort of like, sure, it's cheaper not to fly like the cast and everyone that works around the movie to a new country, but like the CGI is expensive too. So what
Yeah.
the fuck, like just like you could just have one thing be CGI.
yeah, save yourself the trouble.
Oh, it's so annoying, and it really takes you out of it.
And that's why I do enjoy Black Widow, for example, because they are in different locations and you really get
Yeah,
to be.
But that's
in
the thing,
the
yeah. They're
location,
in the
like-
country that they're in. Or,
Exactly.
Or they fake it at least well.
And again, like any Marvel movie is good. It's never really bad. And I mean, this is no. It does not deviate from that path in
Yeah,
any way.
no.
Like it's like, of
It
course,
just-
they could have made it better, and yes, it would have been more gratifying maybe to have it earlier on because it feels off. It
Yeah.
feels like very, I guess, unnecessary. It
Oh,
feels
definitely.
unnecessary.
It is unnecessary, but if
But
you
it-
want something, this was,
Yeah.
something.
But the cool thing, I guess, is that it is insertable in the big story now.
Yeah,
Like it is a part of the puzzle, and like when you go back and do like a full rewatch of now the 23
Dude,
movies.
I don't even know at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, but now you have like this full story with like pretty much every character in the whole MCU gets a little bit more screen time
Yeah,
and gets fleshed out,
yeah.
and you understand.
And I really liked the sister. Like,
Yes,
I liked
I think
her.
that is
Yeah.
probably. I mean, her and David Harbour's
Yeah,
character. I think they stood out the most to me. Like, just very likable and also badass. Like the sister for sure. Like,
Yeah.
and she had. I think she was the most fun of the characters as
Yeah.
well. Like, very good. Sort of one-liners and dry, good humor in a way.
Dude, exactly that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it on the show, but it's just like,
exactly that.
and then when she does it,
Yes. Yeah, it's like, oh,
yeah, you have to watch it to get the
Yeah.
good bits.
you'll know what we mean.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I definitely say go watch it. You don't have
Watch
a lot of
it
options.
wherever you want. Yeah.
If
Like,
you do miss the cinema and it is opening up, it's definitely like a cinema type movie.
it's a cinema-friendly movie.
Yeah, it's a good popcorn movie, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's a good time, but don't expect too much.
Yeah.
So I think, that wraps up the fluffiness of the Black Widow.
I think so.
Fluffy Widow. That's, just so wrong in so many ways.
But it's not worse than the guy that works at 7-Eleven, so we're all
There
good.
you go.
That's his new catchphrase.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
He never actually did that.
No,
though.
he never did that, but that's
now-
how I
now
perceive
that's
him. Yeah.
all he does.
With his
But yeah,
greasy Steven Seagal ponytail.
but so we were deliberating over what fucking movie to watch. We wanted to watch Highlander 2.
Because the previous episode was amazing.
Yes. And I mean, I also really wanted to watch it again.
Yes, because it's supposed to suck even more than the first one.
Exactly. Which
But
is like,
we can bring that for next time, I guess,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
watch that because I really, really want to see Highlander 2 now. If
Yeah.
if like the first one sucked this much, like
Yeah.
what will the second
like
one do?
there's, to be honest, I don't remember enough to even comment. So I
Same.
am super excited. It's gonna
Yep.
be like, I know that it's gonna be so extremely horrible, which
our-
is why I'm looking forward to it.
Dude, same. And also, I like the sci-fi element to it that I just have like totally
dude.
forgotten.
Yeah.
So really excited. But we decided we had a backup movie, and that was Willow.
Yeah.
But then today you thought of a newer movie.
Yes, because, well, so why I thought of it was because I really wanted to go and see that at the cinema,
Oh, yeah.
and it just stopped going or like being showed.
Stop
at the
screening. Yeah.
Exactly. So, but it just came out on sort of Viaplay
Rental,
and
yeah.
so you could rent it. So I really wanted to see Godzilla vs Kong because everybody did sort of say it's a perfect popcorn movie at the cinema, all of this. And we do have access to like a little bit of a tinier cinema here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, well, why don't we just watch that? And you
So
accepted.
we did, yeah.
So we did. And to be honest, it was, I think, even a little bit better than I thought it was going to be. Like, not a lot better, but like I set the bar and it just passed it. So in a way, it's even better than Mortal Kombat. And that says a lot.
And for me, like I heard good things about the previous one.
Yeah.
Like Kong's Skull Island.
Skull Island. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not a good movie.
No, but that's
I
not.
have seen it
But that's
more
what
than
people
once.
said as well.
Mm.
It's not a good movie in that sense, but it is an
It's fun.
entertaining movie.
Yes.
It's like you don't watch it because you expect greatness. So
You-
I went in with this one as well. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's gonna be what it is. Like,
Mhm.
and I don't expect anything major from it, and I don't expect it to just entirely suck either. It's just like Mortal Kombat expectations.
Yeah,
Like it could be fun.
yeah.
That was basically, and
CG
it starts
fest.
off, yeah, exactly, and it starts off really good.
Yeah.
Like, not maybe like it feels like the start of Shrek a bit, but now that I'm just like replaying it,
Somebody once told me
that Kong was gonna blow me.
Shower.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have the shower scene with Kong. Yeah, never mind what I just said.
It rhymed better.
It rhymed better. Yeah, that was the only thing I could come up with at short notice.
Just keep going, bro.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it feels a bit like the Shrek intro, but it's well CGI. You know, like it's well done.
Mm.
It's even, I would say, a bit better than Black Widow at this point. But then again, it has these inconsistencies.
Yeah. And I think that, I mean, that's obviously very difficult to pull off in like
In-
all of these scenes.
Yeah.
because
Oh man. Yeah. When,
yeah,
you
some of the-
understand why later.
exactly.
And we're gonna spoil this one. So.
Yeah, exactly. So spoiler alert, but it is out on rental, I think, all over the world.
Mhm.
So have fun, rent it. Yeah, just popcorn. Popcorn
Dude.
it.
A movie like this, though, me as a kid would
Ooh.
have died.
Yes.
Like, this is a great era to be alive when it comes to these crazy movies if your parents are cool.
Yes.
If your parents aren't cool, then
You'll
you're just,
probably enjoy it
yeah.
even more.
If you can, get a hold
Yeah.
of it with your friends.
And I mean, this is fan service galore.
Oh, yeah,
So
yeah.
if you
there were
are,
so
like-
many scenes that were
Yeah.
just like
Exactly.
just porn for your audience. You know,
even
like-
even for us that weren't like big Godzilla or King Kong fans, Like we've seen, I don't know if you've seen any of the really old
Really old ones,
Godzilla.
yeah, definitely.
Like I've seen one or two of them,
Mm-hmm.
and
I
I
was
mean,
never interested
no.
in looking up more.
Exactly.
It was
It's
just like, oh my god, cool, and then you just never
like,
thought about
oh,
it
dude
again.
in a suit. Yeah, but still,
Toy
like
City.
it's just like cool, you know, big fucking monsters beating the fuck out of each other. Like, what's not to love?
And I think that's why my expectations were at the level that they were at.
Yeah,
Because like, without a doubt, know what you're going to get. Like, it's a CGI fest.
exactly. And like just fuck
through and
story.
through, yeah.
Fuck all that. Let's just get them battling.
Mhm.
And like, how do we get them to that point?
Mhm.
I have seen Skull Island. I've seen all of the newer Godzillas and like all of this stuff. I don't really remember a lot of them or what happens in them. Skull Island, I don't remember the ending of. I remember like the end credit scene. But so like maybe they tie really well into each other.
Just like, I don't know.
I assume they do. It kind of feels like it picks up where it left off,
Yeah.
more or less. But yeah, like I don't know. I need to go home and rewatch Skull Island now. I feel just
But-
to see.
But for me, this movie was almost like a little too good for this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because I
exactly.
can't really shit on it because I kind of enjoyed it.
Exactly. Like,
But
how
it's
do
not
we
good
make-
enough. Yeah, exactly. But it's not good enough for me to praise it either.
No.
It just is what it is. Like, it really just
Exactly.
delivers.
Yeah.
Whereas Mortal Kombat had a lot of stupid in it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And this one, like, it doesn't really deviate from, like, Titans fighting. You know what I mean? Like, it is.
It is stupid.
No,
Like,
but I mean,
that's
yes,
the
it
whole
is.
thing,
But
like-
but here, you know, like there's this monster and then there's this monster.
Yeah.
And they're gonna fight and then special surprise.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. But I mean, the acting is actually good. Like, I don't.
Except for the bad guy, he was terrible.
Yeah.
Like the main bad guy,
Yeah.
the Puss in Boots guy.
Yeah.
Just
Whatever
like
his name
fake
was.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, exactly. A little bit older, a little bit
Older.
more fake.
And
Yeah.
not him.
Not at all. Yeah, I think he was probably the worst out of the whole thing, but still not bad, you know. But yeah, fuck. What else is there to really say with this movie? I wish.
Godzilla did look badass.
Yes,
Like when
all the
he
time.
just all the time.
Like when you get those like
Close-ups,
big
yeah,
close-ups
yeah,
of his
yeah.
face, you're just like, fuck yes. Like he's fucking
Shit is gonna go down.
yeah, like he's mean.
And that was Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Hong Kong went there.
yeah, Hong Kong flattened. I don't know what the filmmakers like hated about Hong Kong, but
Dude,
they
Hong
definitely
Kong died.
they definitely
And
had some sort of gripe.
but surprised though that they didn't have more of the people running around screaming type of scenes.
Dying, yeah.
Dying, yeah. Or like the chaos that happens, down on
On
ground level.
Yeah, that would have probably made it even better.
Because I think it would have sold the scale better. Cause,
Relatable in
yeah,
a way. Mhm.
because right now you just saw these two titans fighting and you couldn't really, like, sure, you saw the houses, but they were also, like everything is big, so nothing is big,
yeah,
that type of
yeah,
thing. I would have
exactly.
loved to see just like people standing somewhere fairly close, like death close, and,
Yeah.
and just
Glenn
being
close.
in danger. Glenn. Should have a guy called Glenn being really close. Glenn close.
But yeah, no, I totally agree. We do get like one or two of those shots.
Yeah, we got like,
but they're super
two
quick.
super quick ones. Yeah.
But they did like
Godzilla, Godzilla.
whenever you saw those, you were like, "Oh yes, like,
Yeah.
that is good."
Because
Like,
you
we do-
understand, the stress and the thing.
Yeah, but then you also understand that whatever David, the director dude, like of course he wants to show them fighting, like
Yeah,
because
of course.
we've all seen Transformers.
Yeah.
We've all seen Transformers fight. You don't see Transformers fight. It's just
Nope.
a blur of things.
It's
Yeah.
it's like a really complicated Rubik's cube spinning, like really close, like in front of your face, sort of. That's Transformers
Like, wow,
fighting. Like,
that's so
wow,
cool,
I
I
think
think.
stuff is moving.
Yeah.
Just like, yeah. Fuck, that was weird.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so weird.
Yeah. I'm so happy we don't get more of those now.
Dude, and it's the same problem when Shredder turns into that like advanced can opener.
Yeah.
Same thing. Like he just like spins around like a fucking transformer, basically,
Why?
and you're like, what?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I can accept the CGI, but I cannot understand Shredder and how he moves and what.
Did he get the mutated thing?
No, that is not. No,
No?
he's just a suit.
So he
at
just
that
gets
point.
like
Yeah.
a mech suit.
Yeah. He does get like a bit like a power up at the end, I think.
Right?
Yeah, because they're pulling out the mutagen from the turtles and shit. I
Yeah.
don't remember though. Like,
No, same. Yeah, it was another one of those.
Mhm.
Yeah. But what was I? I was thinking something with. Kong and Godzilla.
sorry. They were Godzilla. Da, 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 da.
Yeah, no. With this, I mean, if you do get the sort of frog point of view or like ground
Yeah.
people point of view, you won't really see a lot of what they're doing. So that's why I understand that they did.
Yeah, but I didn't want a
More
lot of
proper
it. I
fight.
just needed some of it to sort of sell me the scale.
Yeah.
Because when you didn't have people there, you just didn't understand. Like when the girl does the finger thing with,
Yeah,
when
exactly.
they're, like she puts her finger against Kong's finger,
You're
and his
like-
finger is a fucking skyscraper, basically. You know,
Yeah.
like it is a big fucking monkey, and,
Yeah.
and that sells it. You know.
Yeah.
And when
but then
she-
you lose it.
You
know?
lose it, yeah.
Yeah.
When she walks, when you see it sort of like when they're up on deck and they're looking down and the little girl has woken up during the night and walks out to Kong that is sort of chained on the boat, like one of those big, military ships.
freight
basi-
ships,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. He's like tied down and she walks. She's like a little ant walking towards this colossus, you know. It's so epic scale. Like you're like, whoa, shit, that is a big monkey.
Yeah.
But you lose that at the end. You would have needed some of that. Like the quick cuts where you could like sort of see people panicking and stuff falling and just had like a bit of like feel when they're like walking towards each other and
Yeah.
like just demolishing Hong Kong.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it would have been nice to get some of those. And then when the fighting was up, we could have just seen them, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you just needed that scale because big doesn't make anything small. Like everything is just normal size.
Yeah, exactly.
point.
Exactly. Yeah, and I wouldn't have minded.
Minded. I think that's a word. Sure.
Yeah. I would have liked to see more creatures like because they in this movie we did say spoiler alert. They kind of go into the center of the earth. And I would have loved to see like a little bit more of creature action down there because that felt like such an alien and cool place. And you only get like 2 different characters in there.
Yep.
And yeah, I would have.
And one of them being lame.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
vulture
Yeah,
birdie.
totally lame. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to see that explored maybe a little bit more in this movie as well. I mean, story-wise, it works, but
It
it's
works,
like,
yeah.
it's nothing special. To be honest, I don't know how to, like, if we're going to go kind of the Highlander approach, where, like, what would we have done with this movie? It's hard to say, to be honest. Like, what
Yeah.
else could you have done
With a monster
to
movie,
bring
yeah.
them together? Maybe, because you do have, like, the big baddie towards the end is sort of what should have been pulling them together instead.
Or it was for Godzilla at least.
Exactly.
Kong didn't give a shit.
But like, why doesn't Kong sense that? You know what I mean? Like, is Kong just
But Kong
cut
is
out of the whole loop of these titans? Because he is a titan. You saw
but
the
I,
old
but I think
pictures of it.
Godzilla is like a defender, sort of. Like
Yeah.
that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Where Godzilla is just a titan, like
Oh, you
that
mean-
whatever.
King Kong, you mean?
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I meant. Fuck,
Yeah.
I say it.
It's okay.
Brain.
Yeah, it is. It's a difficult movie.
Yeah. But Kong doesn't feel like he's a protector of anything. He just wants to be left alone,
Yeah.
you know,
Exactly.
like and do what monkeys do, you know, finger
But
in the
then-
butt.
Yeah, but he
I
is,
don't
of course, finger in the butt, smelling
Oh, dude,
fingers.
and that was another thing that I noticed. Like Kong, they've covered up the monkey butt. You
Yeah.
know, like they do not want the monkey butt, the
No.
flaccid balloon-looking thing.
No monkey balls,
No.
no monkey penis,
Yeah,
and
he's
no
an-
monkey butt.
Eunuch Kong.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's why he's so mean.
But he's so angry, so much anger.
Yeah.
No,
Just
but,
pulls off trees all the time.
but you do like Santa was with us, and like we watched it together, all of us. And she
you,
was, I think,
you finally got to experience a movie with Santa.
Yeah, because Santa actually made sounds watching this, like yes, and you're like, oh, You know, like
Yeah, and like
just,
covering her face and
Yeah,
being
yeah,
like, she's, I
actually
love,
reacting to this stuff,
Yes.
whereas we are like, this is gonna happen. This
Yeah,
is,
exactly.
This is
Yeah. So I hope we didn't ruin the experience for her too much. But to be honest, like normally we do sit and like talk shit about the movie way more.
But yeah,
whereas
but this was
it
just
just didn't really give us much to riff off of.
riff off of.
No.
Yeah,
So
No.
like with that, like it's
that's what I'm saying. Like this movie was just a bit too good
yeah, exactly.
for us to just shit on. Like some things you gotta just, sure, this doesn't add up, but I really don't mind because it's Kong versus God.
Yeah,
yeah.
Godzilla versus Kong.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't really care that it doesn't add up because just a giant monkey and a big fucking dragon
Lizard
dinosaur
thing. Yeah.
that shoots lasers from its mouth. Like, it's already there. We're good. Like,
Yeah.
we understand this is not going to make all the sense.
The concept is flipped.
Yeah.
Like
So you're fine with a lot of shit.
mm,
So yeah, the movie actually was just surprisingly good for what it is.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, that was
yeah. No, I had a good time.
Same.
I do think it would be better with alcohol. Like, being
Definitely.
a couple of friends having a few beers, I think that would be even more. That would probably be almost like watching like an MMA fight or, like, whoa, like
you get that like
more testosterone, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
I think
like-
you need to get more sort of invested, like
Yeah.
Santa, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Be more like Santa.
Be more like Santa. Santa Claus. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yes. No, but she really is like the best to watch movies with. When we watched Black Widow as well, she was like so invested.
Very nice.
So like, yeah, you can't reach her when you're watching a movie if it's like
Like,
she's
in it,
so
yeah.
in it, and like if there's a jump scare in the movie, she will
She will
jump
jump.
like
yeah.
really. So she is like the perfect audience for movies.
Everything.
Yes, yes.
And also like a terrible test person. Like she'll just like
Love
this is
everything.
perfect.
Yeah. And she really enjoyed this movie. Like she really, really liked it.
But that first time when Kong comes back up and she's like, yes! Yeah, like that was the best. That made it for me. I was
Yeah.
like, yep.
And she was like genuinely sad when you saw the sadness in Kong's
Yeah,
eyes
and that
in
little
some
girl,
scenes.
and
like, yeah. No, I love her. She's the best. Shout out Santa.
Santa in the hizza.
And she actually revealed that she does listen to the podcast.
Oh,
so.
no. Ah!
Busted. So from now on, I'm just going to be nice. Yeah. What else is there to say about the movie?
I would never make one of these movies. Like,
No.
like
That
I
it
could make
even
my
got
own
made.
Highlander. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could make my own Highlander, but this, no.
No.
I don't even know what story to tell with these monsters, Like,
Well,
it's
if
such
you-
a hard
If
thing
you
to
got to choose sort of two monsters to face off each other or two things,
I don't even
what would
know
you-
two monsters. Like, they've already done the Predator versus Aliens. They've done Freddy Krueger versus Jason.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's the one that I thought.
The two
Yeah,
things that I thought of,
exactly.
yeah. I was like, what else is there? Like, Dracula versus werewolf? Yeah.
Exactly.
Like the
That's
most
what you
boring things
Yeah,
ever.
but like I mean,
don't know.
no. How would you pull one of those movies off?
Yeah.
Like it probably works. They're probably working on it, for fuck's sake. I'm pretty sure they actually were working on it because the what are they called? Universal.
Mm-hmm.
They own the rights to all of these old classic movie monsters,
Mm-hmm.
and they were gonna reboot the whole franchise, and they did with the Wolfman, Benicio del Toro's.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
I wanted that movie to be a bit better than
Yeah.
it was.
I-
I still
I-
did
I
enjoy
enjoyed
parts
it.
of it. Yeah.
It's super slow though at times, and it is like I have it as more of a falling asleep type movie.
Yeah, I
Like-
think I own it. Or like I did at
Yeah,
some point. Yeah.
But like I'm a big werewolf geek. I love all type of monsters really, but werewolves have always been one of my favorites. So just having Anthony Hopkins and Benicio del Toro in a fucking werewolf movie is great. But
Yeah.
of course they went the CG route, and that was before CG actually kind of
It
looked
was
okay.
good. Yeah.
I mean, it still doesn't look okay. I think for me, I'm still going to be more practical.
But I think when
it
you
just
mix,
looks
just
better.
mix the two.
Jurassic Park it,
Oh, so good.
Why couldn't you just learn from that? It was one of the first, and it still
Jurassic
just
Park
kicks
is so
ass.
good. Yeah,
Still to this day. I mean,
those
of course,
raptors in the kitchen, dude.
it's amazing.
Dude, my kids held their fucking breath.
I can't talk anymore. I still do.
Yeah.
Like, and I've seen it. I
You're
don't know,
unsure when you watch Jurassic Park. You're like, but is it
what is
really
what?
fake?
Like,
Yeah, is it
because
really?
they do. Is it stop motion as well?
No,
No,
it's just
It's guys in suits.
Guys in suits.
and then CG.
yeah, or as much CG as they could back in
Because
the day.
the jumping up on the thing scene, like,
Yeah,
how
the-
did they
the-
do that?
No, but that's like feet, just loose. I think it's just like
No,
raptor feet.
you see the full raptor jumping.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that. I just can't remember.
Isn't that?
Because I think they have one where they have just the feet,
Yeah.
and then they do the thing, and then they just cut it together really nicely. But
Okay.
I don't remember how they did the jumping up, because I think
Yeah.
they talk about it on one of these.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you
But
can
it's
definitely
like the
find it
cut
on
out
YouTube.
fucking T-Rex.
Yes,
It looks so good.
so good.
It looks so
Oh my god.
like a big cardboard, like
Yeah. I mean, even the flashlight to the eye. I mean, you can see that it's not super real,
Mm. Yeah,
but
now
you buy
can.
it.
Yeah.
You still
Dude,
definitely bought it.
one of the I think scariest parts in that movie for my kids were when
The handle?
when they flip the cars upside down.
Oh, yeah.
And you just hear shit.
Yeah.
My kids, like, they talked about that for the longest time.
Oh, really?
Because it is so stressful, at least for them that haven't seen it,
Yeah.
with the T-Rex walking around somewhere out
Mm-hmm.
there, and they just can't make him out, and the cars are upside down, like shit is happening.
Exactly.
Super intense.
It's kind of the Jaws moment, like
Yeah.
when you slowly start hearing the Jaws music, but there's no shark
and it
inside.
starts way before that,
Yeah.
like with
With the
just
water.
the water and the everything, and it's just that buildup is so epic.
Yeah.
and it still to this day works.
Yeah,
but
but that
especially
is
if you haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, oh my
it's even
God.
worse.
Like, is there anybody out there that hasn't? Fucking Santa, of course. Santa hasn't seen Jurassic Park.
Well, there you go,
Oh my God.
because it's a great movie.
We've got work to do, Santa. What was I thinking? Yeah, I would have loved to have something more in line with that build-up in Kong
Yeah,
or Godzilla vs. Kong. Something that really sort of puts more oomph to like Godzilla.
you got
is
everything
coming.
really fast in this one.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, like, 'cause since this is the third movie in a row,
Mm.
but if you haven't seen the other two, you get everything like up front. Like,
Yeah.
immediately.
It's so quick. Yeah. So like all the characters that are in this movie have pretty much already been introduced. So there's no character build up. There's no relationships here that you can sort of riff off of. There's no emotion with the between the different characters more than like, oh my God, this is so epic, or like, oh my God, this is so sad, or action.
Yeah. They
so-
don't utilize the
No.
like Millie Bobby Brown
Exactly,
or Stellan
like-
Skarsgård, or not Stellan, the Alexander.
Yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård. Like, they don't
Exactly.
utilize any of those.
No.
They're just in it.
And they're all like really good playing their parts. Like they're still believable in that scene, but it's just like they don't
Yeah,
have more to do.
Yeah, they don't have
They're
a lot
just
to work
set
with.
pieces,
Yeah.
moving around doing like, we're sad now, so the people watching the movie will know that now we have to be sad because
But
CG.
Kong, but that's why you cared about Kong in the beginning at
yeah,
least a
because
little.
he emotes.
He emotes, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else is just there.
yeah,
And Godzilla does not emote. He just screams.
well,
but it was epic.
he emotes badassery.
Badassery,
yeah. He's just like,
Ain't nobody got
I'm
time for
gonna
feelings.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna fuck you up like that.
Every
Yeah.
time.
Every
He
time.
opens his mouth.
But like just doing a little bit more. There's a scene where the little girl that Elias mentioned that touched Kong's finger. I'm like, how do I make that into a dirty joke?
Yeah, don't.
Uh,
I was just like, just don't make
But
it.
she's deaf, so
Yeah.
like they only talk in sign language, or they sign.
I like that idea, though.
Yeah.
That whole thing, I think, is one of the better things in the movie.
And that they could have built more on that.
Of course,
you
they
know?
could have.
But there's a scene where she's like in her bunk bed in the boat when they're traveling, and she feels
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's
I like that,
something
yeah.
on their there's something coming.
Vibrations.
Exactly.
She can
just
sense them,
felt
yeah.
the side of the wall on the boat and feels the vibrations. Like that's a perfect chance to sort of build more.
That's
like,
what I thought as well, because
ooh,
she gets
like, what the fuck
she
is
feels
that?
it before the radars pick up Godzilla,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Like
yes.
maybe impossible in real life, but
Probably.
in this movie, it's such
just-
a
it
great
works.
moment. Yeah,
But it's
they
so
don't utilize.
quick.
Yeah, they
Like,
don't utilize. They don't.
She
they
feels the
don't have-
wall and she runs away, and then you see Godzilla. Like
No,
it's,
like everything goes red.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like it turns like,
like,
oh shit, yeah, he's coming straight for us. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, but they could have built it up instead.
yeah, exactly.
Like she like runs through the halls or something.
Even you would like what you said with the fucking radar. They could have maybe picked him up on the radar and like, what is that? That's something. But because everybody knows that you have Godzilla coming after them, problem.
Yeah.
You know that it's. Yeah, you don't get that sense of emergency in a way, even though it is
But
like
it-
we
yeah.
are gonna fucking die now.
But imagine this: like she sits there, like trying to fall asleep, and then you get that like something's wrong,
yeah,
and it's subtle. She's the only one who can feel it. She does the hand thing, and then like you see her eyes sort of like fuck,
what is?
and
like,
then
what
she
is that?
what is that?
Yeah.
And then she like it builds up, and then she starts running, trying to like warn them,
Maybe she's with the mother character, and maybe
or
grabs
running
her
towards them. Like
hand
I'm
and,
thinking
like,
that she
maybe-
runs towards the where they're gathered,
Yeah.
and then when she comes in, and the alarm just picks up Godzilla, and then like a couple of moments later he just like comes up or something. Like it would have been so
a little bit more build up.
Yeah, just
That's-
having that
yeah,
build up
yeah,
before the introduction. Because when he comes up, when you just see the fins in the water, and
It's
like,
epic.
awesome.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
So they do that stuff really well.
Yes, like again, they do a lot of stuff really well, but
Mm.
of course they have the time restraint. Like it has to be a certain
Yeah.
length of time. So I get it, but it's just like it kind of leaves you wanting, and yeah, like I would have wanted a little.
But I
bit
could have
more.
seen a lot of things not be in this movie as well.
Yeah,
like
for
there were
sure.
moments that you could just like, we'll
Yeah,
just
we don't
glaze
need that.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't need that.
yeah. But like all in all, again, it's an enjoyable ride. I do think, like I said, like grab a couple of beers with your friends and watch this movie on the biggest screen you can get for sure, because there's a lot of stuff happening
Yeah.
that you will. It will be blurry if you watch it on the smaller type of screen, but it's an enjoyable ride. Like
It is.
I had
it
fun.
was a fun ride. Yeah.
But is it like a good retro, let's talk shit about this movie? No.
Not at all.
So this was actually a really difficult episode.
Yeah.
Summer special! Yeah.
Yeah, it's easier when they're bad, like really bad or really good.
Yeah, because then, we do the riffing of the
Mhm.
offing.
No, this was just like
Yeah, it was fun.
it was fun,
good.
yeah.
And I think, like, if anything, just fun for you to actually be with Santa watching a movie.
Yes, that was actually epic. Like one of the better things about this movie. Because I didn't know you could just like, yes, when you watched Kong
Yeah,
and Godzilla, like in a movie.
exactly. But yeah, we're going to try to find Highlander 2 somewhere
Yes.
in my DVD
And
shelf.
promise to do an equally epic job of retelling that one.
Yes.
Because it feels like that's going to be even more confusing
Oh my God.
to
Yeah.
everyone.
Yes. 100%.
I
Like,
think
I'm
we
not
did,
even
like
gonna...
we did it a fair job, like the first one, because it was fucking all over.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean...
Scotsman, yeah! Ugh. Yeah!
Exactly.
That's all I remember, them like coming out with the horses. Just,
Yeah.
like that's
Like-
the movie for me now.
Bagpipes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I would love to see... what's his name? George Miller? No.
Miller?
Mad Max guy?
Don't
Fury,
remember.
Fury Road. The guy who did
No.
Fury Road. Doesn't matter. That dude. I would love to see him do his version of Highlander. Like, with just guys playing guitars that shoot fire and, like, just
Very
this
cool.
epic sort of post-apocalypse space opera chopping off heads. So,
I approve.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would love to see that. So, I know you're listening. Make that movie. And, well, yeah, I'm fucking done, dude.
Summer special.
Diddly-dee. Yeah. No, I hope all you guys are having a great summer. Again, we're doing the short ones because we want you to live life. And yeah, take it from us. live life. I'm like,
are you talking
just fill it in.
Fill
Help me out, bro.
So we're filling up all the holes we've dug throughout these 50 latest episodes.
Bulldozing them. Yes. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much.
And have a great summer, everybody.
Yep. And if you got complaints, you send them to nobodygivesafuck@sketchrehearse.com. I guess it's changed. Goodbye.
We've got multiple. Yes, just go for it. Have fun and stay creative.